Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to explain how to get project code from GitHub. So let's say you find this cool code on GitHub and you want to download it basically and use it on your local machine. Let's say you found, let's go ahead here and search for, let's say snake game, right? Snake game. So you find this code, one of those, and you want to download it and see how it works on your computer, or basically play that game. Let's see what options we have. We just search here for the code that we want in GitHub. And by the way, you don't have to have a GitHub account. You can just directly download the code if it's public. Now you're going to find some things like here: Python, JavaScript, Java, Python, and so on. Now this is the programming language that was that the code was written in. So let's go ahead with the one that is Python. Let's say this one, because Python is really easy to use and understand. So we do have here a bunch of files. Now basically we do have usually here a readme file which has some instructions on how to run the game and the requirements and so on. And we usually would have as well something that is called license. Now if that is the game or the code has a license, we have to read that license in order to see how the owner or the creator of this code wants us to use the code. If it's public, or we can claim it as our own code, or let's say you have a university project and you want to use this code, you have to read the license basically, because the creator owns the code, and it's out of respect to follow his preferences in regards to the license. Okay, so to download this code, we do have here snake.py requirements text and getpod YML. Okay, so let's say we want to run this code and download it. How we can do that? Well, there are multiple ways. So in order to download this code, the easiest one, we can go just here to code and download.zip. Okay, let's go ahead and do that, and I'm going to put it on the desktop here. And let's see the requirements here. It says that that's a classic snake game, and requirements Python 3.x and Pygame. Okay, so hopefully I have those already installed and running on my system. And there is another option with running in Gitpod, but we're not going to get into that. Let's see here the download. Okay, all right. So here is the snake game master.zip. Let's click on that and extract all the files here to let's say to desktop, to this path right here. Okay, so basically I've extracted all the files here. We have this folder right here. So what we're going to do is tell Python to run snake.py here. So in Windows you can hold shift and click on right click, and you're going to find either PowerShell or CMD command prompt. It doesn't matter, you can use whatever it's available in your system. So in command shell we can just type in Python snake.py. all right. Okay, so we don't have the module named Pygame. Okay. All right, let's try something else, because this one uses a module that is called Pygame. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it runs in tkinter and imports Pygame. So what I'm going to do is actually run it in Visual Studio Code here. Let's go ahead and open up PowerShell here and type in code space dot, just that. So what this is going to do is going to open Visual Studio Code in this directory. So yeah, this is the one. We do have snake.py, and we just hit run. If the code runs, okay, we don't have the module Pygame. Okay, so as you can see here, it's going to, it gave us an error because it cannot find the module named Pygame, so we don't have that installed. So let's go ahead and install that real quick. We can do that in the terminal. Let's hold on Control and the backtick character. The backtick character is the one right above the tab on the keyboard. So control on backtick, and let's type in pip install -r. We do have here a text file which is requirements.txt and includes pygame. So let's put that in and click on enter. Okay, so it's downloading and installing the pygame module. Let's get rid of that. Okay, it says that there's an error checking the latest version of pip, but that doesn't concern us. Now, okay, let's try to run this game. And perfect, yeah, we do have right now the snake game running here. It's kind of laggy, but that's not our fault because it's the developer who developed this game. It's a little bit, yeah, the write does not work, does not always work. But anyway, this is the code for the snake game that we downloaded from GitHub here. So just code and download zip. If it's a small project like this one, you can use this method. There is another method that I will not cover in this video, which is by downloading GitHub desktop. Basically, it's a tool to download and actually to control the repositories on your GitHub account. You can download it and use it instead of downloading the repositories from the code. Now, there are multiple programming languages that you might find here in the let's go ahead and refresh that. Okay, so you might find some things in Java or something in JavaScript, in C++ and so on. So basically the procedure for each to run each of those repositories code might differ from, actually will differ from a repository to another. So the most important thing is that you can that you need to read the documentation. Let's say this one, JavaScript snake. Usually they will include a README file, readme.md, which is going to include the information requirements and how to use and so on, basically, because it's going to be different from one repository to another. And another examples about the different programming languages that are used in GitHub. You can check on my account, homaka01, github.com/homaka01. I have some projects here. Let's say the bus trip reserving system, BTRS, which is written in mainly in C#. Here, if we go back, we find that that it's written mainly in C#. Which uses ASP.NET basically. So it has different requirements and installation steps basically. And we do have another project here, software development and documentation, which is written in HTML. Another one written in PHP. So as well, it will differ from project to project. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you have learned something new from this video. Please follow and subscribe for more, and like this video if you find anything useful in it, and dislike if you did not find anything useful. If I wasted your time, please let me know. If I provided you something good, please let me know as well. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.